In the October 2015 episode of JW Broadcasting, governing body member Garrett Lush discusses various ways light is used in the Bible.
Light is used in the Bible in a figurative way. Sometimes it is associated with truth. Psalm 43 verse 3 says, "Send out your light and your truth. May these lead me, may they guide me to your holy mountain and to your grand tabernacle." Similarly, light is associated with God's Word. Psalm 119 verse 105 says, "Your word is a lamp to my foot and a light for my path." Proverbs 6:23 reads, "For the commandment is a lamp and the law is a light." Also, progressively righteous conduct is compared to light. Proverbs 4:18 says, "But the path of the righteous is like the bright morning light that grows brighter and brighter until full daylight."
But here, Lush says that particular scripture describes progressively righteous conduct. Indeed, a careful consideration of the context bears that out. So, it would appear that Jehovah's Witnesses cherry-picked this one verse, only because the words seem to fit nicely with the concept of increasing understanding. A better choice would perhaps be Paul's words, in 1 Corinthians chapter 13.
"For we have partial knowledge, and we prophesy partially. But when what is complete comes, what is partial will be done away with. For now we see in hazy outline by means of a metal mirror, but then it will be face to face."
In any event, even if this verse, or the one in Proverbs, could be applied to increasing understanding, there is nothing in either of them that suggests that experiencing this would be limited to an elite few. The verse says the path of the righteous one, not the path of the governing body. The knowledge of God is available to everyone, anyone, reading the Bible. As early as 1881, C.T. Russell gave this as the explanation for adjustments to his teachings, as a result of his ongoing studies in the Scriptures. If we were following a man, undoubtedly it would be different with us, undoubtedly one human idea would contradict another, and that which was light 1 or 2 or 6 years ago would be regarded as darkness now. But with God, there is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. And so it is with truth. Any knowledge or light coming from God must be like its author. A new view of truth never can contradict a former truth. New light never extinguishes older light, but adds to it. If you were lighting up a building containing 7 gas jets, you would not extinguish one every time you lighted another, but would add one light to another, and they would be in harmony and thus give increase of light. So is it with the light of truth. The true increase is by adding to, not by substituting one for another. However, in 1976, there was new light on this understanding of new light. After the death of C.T. Russell, this application of Proverbs 4:18 was used to explain, not a clarification of, but the replacement of scores of previous teachings in the Watchtower.
Now, years ago, our publications often...
Well, up until recently, publications have explained.
In the past, here's what we've said.
Now, you may recall that we used to think a certain way some 10 years ago.
For a number of years, our publications have explained.
Well, for many years, our publications have taught.
Well, for many years, including in the April 15, 2009 Watchtower, our understanding was that
we have to make adjustments. Now, you may have heard of a few adjustments in our understanding of things already today, and there could be more adjustments that will have to be made later on.
But the governing body, and we really feel under the direction of Jehovah's Spirit, has recently undertaken a careful, prayerful study of this subject and have come to the conclusion that an adjustment in our understanding is definitely needed.
But now, prophecy is best understood when we consider it in context. And if you look at the context of Joel chapter 2, you are forced to come to a different conclusion.
As we look at the scriptures as a whole,
But when we re-examine the illustration in the context, it's very clear to us that we needed to adjust our understanding.
Now, when you think of it, we sort of had our explanation backwards in the past.
Now, in the past, what we said,
Well, that's obvious. This explanation is obvious. Why didn't we see it before?
Some things Jehovah will not permit us to see, even though we read over it many, many times. We can't see it until Jehovah puts the light on it.
So, prior to Jehovah putting the light on it, where were they? Is not the opposite of light darkness? Since that is the case, their own words would be an admission that, prior to receiving light from God, the governing body was just groping in the darkness. Garrett Lush as much as admits this 1 year later in the November 2016 broadcast episode.
Daniel was told, "Many will rove about, and the true knowledge will become abundant." This is a gradual process. We are still roving about.
But what is never mentioned is the fact that many of the conclusions reached and later announced by the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses were previously known by other Christians and Bible scholars. What accounts for this? Perhaps the words of Jesus can help to answer that question for us.
At that time, Jesus said in response,
I publicly praise you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, because you have hidden these things from the wise and intellectual ones, and have revealed them to young children.
The governing body claims to be God's channel for dispensing spiritual food for all Christians today.
This is a theocratic arrangement. Jehovah's blessing the faithful slave. And you need to keep in mind, we've made this point, but keep your place here in Acts 16, but look again at Matthew 24, and we've made this point in the past on verse 45. When the question was raised, and now it's been answered in our day, Acts 24, verse 45, who really is the faithful and discreet slave? Singular, see? Whom his master appointed over his domestics to give them their food at the proper time. So this is obvious that this slave is a composite slave. The decisions that are made by the faithful slave today are made collectively. This is a theocracy ruled by God, not a collection of man-made decisions. This is governed from heaven.
Why can't they just say that they are imperfect men, trying their best to understand God's word, and apologize when they get it wrong? Why is that so difficult? Why, instead, must they claim that this is a theocracy, ruled by God, not a collection of man-made decisions, thus making God responsible for all of their errors and adjustments? Why is there no allowance for members to question the interpretations presented? Why are those that dare to disagree cut off from association from all of their social and familial contacts within the organization, and silenced by being characterized as dangerous apostates? Why is it the case that when adjustments are finally presented, those disfellowshipped for previously expressing the viewpoint that is now considered new light from God never receive an apology or a pardon? More and more people today are beginning to recognize and identify the characteristics of dangerous, controlling, narcissistic organizations and cults. Here is just one list of identifying features. Take a look at the very first item on the list. Authoritarian leaders who claim a special mission or knowledge. Do Jehovah's Witnesses and their concept of new light fit the description?